Hey everybody, Sharon Smith here. And in response to a request, today we're going to do some tapping to help let go of feeling guilty. Tapping for guilt. Now, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. The first one is if you are watching my videos and doing them and enjoying my work, please subscribe to me here. And the reason for that is that YouTube will actually show my work to more people who haven't seen it the more subscribers I have. And it's my intention to be of service in the world and to be a force for good. So the more we can spread this around, the better. So subscribe to me. And now back to guilt. I am actually rereading a wonderful book that has to do with guilt, but not in the way you might be thinking. And the book is Power versus Force, Hidden Determinants of Human Behavior by David Hawkins. And I'll put an Amazon link or some link below in the comments for you. And what this is all about is that power and force are two different, they're actually the opposites. And I'm going to kind of paraphrase here because this is so relevant to what we are living in right this minute. Now, this is June 2nd of 2020, and we have a lot of things going on in the world that are just unbelievable. And they don't always look very good. So I'm going to just say here, paraphrasing, power and force are opposites. And the need to use force is actually a display of lack of power. It's an indication of a lack of power when we have to use force. Now, I'm not talking necessarily about brute force, but about anything that forces anything or anyone, including us. So it's a fascinating thing. And now you're going, okay, Sharon, I thought we were going to tap for guilt. What is this? Well, stay with me here. It leads into this. In this book, on page 68, Dr. Hawkins has an actual map of human consciousness. And it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but clear at the bottom, the very lowest vibration, the lowest emotions that humans can experience are shame and guilt. And as you move up, you'll move into things like grief, fear, anger, pride. Those are actually higher on the scale than guilt. And you get further up and you go into things like reason, acceptance. It is fascinating. And he teaches you how to use a kinesiology muscle testing technique to determine where you are on this scale at any given moment and also where things are, where other events are. So it's a great read. I recommend it to everybody. And now we're going to tap about guilt. Okay, so everybody take a big breath in through your nose and hold it. And blow it out. And start on the outside of the hand here. I feel so guilty. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though I feel really guilty. I profoundly love and accept myself. Even though I'm carrying around a heavy load of guilt. I choose to be okay anyway. I completely love and accept myself. And I'm open to the possibility that I can shift out of this. Top of the head. I don't know if I can let it go. I feel really guilty. I may have done some things that were really not very nice. Or said some things that made someone else feel really bad. And so I feel guilty. I allow myself to know how that person feels. Because I know how I feel When someone says or does something to me that makes me feel bad, I know how that feels. And I also know how it feels if someone apologizes to me and genuinely says, "Hey, I'm sorry." That makes me feel better. So I've said or done something that I think I shouldn't have, and now I've got this guilt. But I give myself permission to do a couple of things. The first thing is to start to let go of feeling guilty, because this keeps me stuck in that negative interaction without ever getting resolution for any of us. And I don't like being stuck. Guilt feels bad. So the second thing I choose to do is to remember that I can always tell someone I'm sorry. I can't undo what I did or said, but I'm a grown, functional human being, and I can certainly take responsibility. I can apologize, and I can certainly do my best to make things right. I choose to do those things. And now, because holding on to this guilt keeps me stuck, and it actually keeps me from moving forward and taking any action or apologizing, I'm going to let it go. Because I want to feel better and be better and do better. I give myself permission to let go of this guilt. It's safe to let it go because I completely love and accept myself. Peace. Okay, now I want you to check in with how you're feeling. See if you're still feeling a big level of guilt. You may need to come back and do this again. And let's kind of move ourselves a little bit higher up the scale again, because now we've let go of a little bit of guilt, or maybe all of it. Let's just start at the top of the head. Now that I've let go of that guilt, I have some room in my energy system for something new, something better. I have room for forgiveness. And I choose now to forgive myself, both for whatever I did or said that caused me to feel guilty, and I also forgive myself for holding on to the guilt as punishment, because it is punishment. And now that I let go of this guilt and forgive myself, it's safe for me to take better action. It's safe for me to express compassion and kindness to myself and others, because we deserve it as a species. And I'm human, I'm a part of us. We all deserve kindness and compassion. And I choose to give that to myself and others right now, today, and from now on. Peace. You did great. I hope you're feeling lots better. Feel free to come back and use this as often as you need and keep moving yourself up the scale. I want you to feel better because you deserve it. So I'll see you again soon. Bye.